Welcome back, Bravehearts. It is the Powerpach Show. I'm Lorraine from Calgary, and we are talking about the cell sonic regeneration.
Regeneration.
When you've been away for a while, sometimes you need a little kick. Thank you so much. So yes, cell sonic regeneration, and it truly is the most powerful energy medicine machine that we know of today. This machine behind me puts the right spin on the mitochondria. So the mitochondria should be spinning around 2,500 revolutions per second. Most of us are around 8. So we want to rev up that. So it's going to deliver. It takes 25,000 volts and brings it down into the love harmonic. And we know that love takes care of everything. It brings the cells back to that state of homeostasis where they actually work well. It removes any calcification. It gets it so that the cells can expand and contract properly, and those cells become happy cells. And when the cells are happy, guess what? They do what they're supposed to do. So they work exactly the way that they were meant to work. So this is bringing back that spark of life back into the body. It's kind of like setting a great big huge charge into the cells. So we have had so much success with the cell sonic, and I have a few ladies here with me. I have Deb from Florida. And then
Hi, Lorraine.
And I've got Cheryl from California.
Nice to see you again.
And Magdalena from Toronto up in Canada.
Hello, wonderful friends. How are you, Lorraine?
I am doing fabulous. So glad to be back home and being able to work with my clients and getting them up to speed, back to loving their bodies and moving. That's the biggest thing. Most people, as we age, we expect not to be able to move. We expect to have health conditions. We expect to be decrepit and not and go from a cane to a walker to a wheelchair. Now, I don't know about you guys out there, but I am going to be 90 upright, cutting my grass if that's what I want to do. There is absolutely no reason to be in pain. There is absolutely no reason to be in pain. We just need to honor the body and give it what it needs. And we're in a world that is so toxic that our bodies can't keep up with it. So how do you supply that? Well, cell sonic regeneration. Thank you. I'm going to get it. It's going to be your best friend. All of the clinics that have this, we are all master practitioners. So we do counseling on the perfect day counseling, the emotional counseling, nutritional counseling, and a few of us can do the pelvic counseling also. But we also do that Wolf non-surgical. And when we team up the information that we know works to open up the areas of stagnation in the body, and we add the cell sonic rejuvenation, this is a marriage made in heaven. It is going to speed up the healing. We are going to be able to see that inflammation come down in only 1 or 2 treatments. Dr. Wolf shared doing a lady's breast, and she had stage 4 inflammation. And he did some cell sonic rejuvenation and some non-surgical on her. And when he called her the next day, asking her if she wanted to come back for more cell sonic rejuvenation, she says, you know what? I can't even find the lump anymore. These are the things that are happening when you can, use this technique to allow the body to do what it needs to do and what it knows how to do. It knows how to get rid of inflammation. It knows what to do with calcification once it's loosened off the cells. Deb, do you have any stories you want to share with us?
I got a few this week. It's been wonderful. I totally agree with you about how we are so, our belief systems are that we have to age and be in pain, because that's what, it's all about. And really, when it comes down to it, we don't. We don't. And age is just a scar tissue calcification and crystallization problem. And right now I am seeing a gentleman who's, I think he's in his early 50s. And he has, he changed his diet, many years ago, but he's already had these calcifications and scar tissue issues. And so he knows that he has to get these blocks out of his body. Really, it's just a block, and every problem is caused from a block. So we go in there with the cell sonic regeneration, and we open, and with non-surgical, and we open up that block. We restore that blood flow. The cell sonic regeneration allows that cell to spin the right way, gets rid of that calcification, and you just get that, the blood flow coming back and everything working right. So this week, one of my clients was Dina, my business partner. So she calls me up in the morning and she's like, I got shoulder pain. So she woke up with something that was irritating her. And so she comes over for some cell sonic, and I did literally maybe 10, 15 minutes of a little non-surgical. And, she texts me the next morning, and she's like 100% healed. Nothing bothering her anymore. So, it's just wonderful when you have the knowledge of when we do get these aches and pains. And, daily life will give you these aches and pains. It's normal stresses. Say we're not perfect on our perfect day. Anything can happen. The stress occurs. This is just daily life. So if you know what to do, you can reverse this immediately. I had a client today who was here, and I was working on her shoulder, but yesterday she tweaked her ankle, and she didn't have much swelling, but when she did it, she was okay. And this morning she woke up with a little bit of that feeling, she could just feel it. So I went ahead and I just put 200 pulses in her foot at a healing frequency. And by the time she walked out of here, she was like, oh, it feels better already. I said, yeah, just, remember this frequency stays in you for about a week. So we give it time to heal. We know we still have to give that, that ankle the love and care. I said, don't go crazy. The body still needs to heal. This is, something that we need to continue loving our body. I told her, start clapping above and below the injury. All these techniques that we learn through, the whole life coach and the WOOF non-surgical. It's wonderful. You put them all together and you take massive personal action. But one important one this week also, she's 57 years old, and she called me up and she says, I need to come over. I got a bunion. And I'm like, okay, the calcification on the side of the toe. And, all of a sudden it's an emergency. It was Saturday, and I'm like, okay, let's just do a treatment. And, what she noticed was her toe was starting to turn. So she had been looking at her foot, and then all of a sudden she looks down, and now she starts seeing the toe start to turn. Most people that end up with this condition, they just let it go until they start really having pain where they can't get their foot in the shoe anymore. things aren't working right. So she was able to recognize the problem before, and she took massive personal action. She wanted it now. And really, I did, I put in a couple hundred pulses and worked on her foot. And literally, it was about 90% back to normal. I told her, one more treatment, you'll be fine. But I taught her how to do the shot glass therapy and work on her own, also applying the DMSO gel, so that you can this helps break down the calcification. So there's so many things, to add in with the cell sonic regeneration. It is just a wonderful thing. And people have to realize that, there are no magic pill cures. The doctors don't have it. We don't have it. You have to take massive personal action on your side. Just like this young lady who was 57 years old. She saw something that she didn't like. She wasn't going to let it continue on. And she took massive personal action and went and got a treatment. She had the cell sonic regeneration. She had the Wolf non-surgical. She's coming back in 3 weeks for a second treatment. And she's handling this. But that's what people have to do. You have to get that massive personal action in to realize that, no one can heal you but you. So you've got to be the one to stay on that perfect day. You've got to be the one to get up and get that non-surgical done, and also the cell sonic and anything else in your life that comes along. You got to change the belief systems. I believe that that's the biggest thing, is once you change the belief systems, you'll change your life.
Exactly.
So
yeah, exactly. And that is the biggest thing that most people don't do is check out that belief system. Yeah, the cell sonic can definitely move things, and so can the Wolf non-surgical, but that belief system has to be that the body knows how to heal.
yes. Right? Yeah. And we're taught that, just like you said in the beginning, that as we age, we're just gonna be bent over and walk with the cane, then walk with the walker, and then be in a bed. But I'm going to be like you, Lorraine. I'm never going to be with a cane or walker or wheelchair, anything. It's never going to happen. And, I do the treatments. I use the cell sonic. I love the work that I do. I love to help people heal themselves. It's just wonderful. I even have a doctor who came to me. Now he's had 2 treatments. So, when doctors are coming to you, they're looking, they've exhausted everything that they know, because otherwise they'd be going to within the system that, that they're in. And he's had scoliosis he's in his early 50s also. And he's had it since he's been a teenager. And it's to the point where his back, the right side of his back is really pushed out, like right below his scapula. So, we've worked, he's having a lot of pain if he does any work, anything with the right arm. And, did one treatment. He called to make a second appointment, and done the second treatment now, and he'll do a third treatment. He's got a little bit of work to do, because this has been going on for most of his life, since he was a teenager, and it was going on way before they actually even saw it. So, we got a little bit of work, but I have his back almost level to the other side, which is wonderful, just after 2 treatments. And that is using the cell sonic regeneration and doing the Wolf non-surgical. So we're using both, which together you just get that you can't even explain it. One is great, the other is great, but when you put them together, it is just so beautiful. And you put it together, you get so much more work done. And that's what I can say about all this. It's wonderful. Every time I use it, there's just never any side effects. It just helps shut down that inflammation. It brings back the life. It's a beautiful thing.
Awesome. Cheryl, what's your latest, greatest story that you've got?
Well, thank you for joining me out here in California. So I have had 2 really amazing clients this week. And, Debbie, listening to you and talking about everybody taking massive personal action, the other key thing is they have to have some self-love. There's got to be some part of themselves when they let go of those belief systems and realize putting myself first is really okay. Not only okay, it's mandatory, because until we put ourselves first, we have nothing that we can give somebody else, right? You're stuck on survive instead of thriving. So it's so funny you say you had a doctor, because I had a doctor come to me who would, after 12 years of suffering with shoulder pain, they say, well, the only option we will have is to have a shoulder replacement. Well, her husband goes, I've been going to Cheryl. You should really give it a try. And so she came out and she says to me, I'm betting you that 100 and whatever, we give a money back guarantee that you're going to give me my money back. So she came in not even believing it would work. And I love, these are the best clients, right? So I come in, I do the cell sonic on her shoulder, and she let me do the Wolf non-surgical. And she was lifting her arm all the way up, and she was just, her mouth was dropped open. I go, now, one treatment isn't going to be enough. You've had this for 12 years. You need to come back to me. So she's coming back again next week. And then I have another client that came in who's been suffering from a long-term lung problem. Not sure if it's from allergies or whatever it is. He can't seem to get rid of the cough and the phlegm that's constantly being produced in his lungs. And I said, well, there's so many things we can do for you, but, using the cell sonic, because it actually does kill infection. And by infection, we mean that it goes in and, like Lorraine said, it rejuvenates the mitochondria. It rejuvenates the cell. It gets it back in the right spin. So it turns back into a healthy cell, and it can expel the mucus that's, being developed around in the lungs. So your cells are able to go back to work and get the job done. So we did the cell sonic on his lungs around here, and then we also did his ribs, right? You want to open up the ribs, you want to get rid of that scar tissue, and so he could take a deeper breath, and then get him clapping and using Lung Restore, right? So like Debbie said, we're going to do everything that we can, and then you're going to go home and keep going. You're going to keep that self-healing, and you're going to take your power back. You're going to realize that all along, with these tools that we can teach you, you can do all of these things, right? And then last was one of my very best friends who came over for dinner last night, and she could barely move. She was like hobbling. And I said, what's going on? And she goes, oh, I've got all this fluid on my knee. I said, well, have I got a cell sonic for you? So I brought her in. We did cell sonic on her knee. She let me do, and of course, when there's that much fluid, you're not right on it, right? When you're doing the Wolf non-surgical, you're doing around the fluid. You're kind of helping it to drain. And, she walked out of here without limping, and she was just over the moon. And so what I find is that, just like a lot of us who come and we're ready to take our health back, and you come to see a practitioner and you get started on that perfect day protocol. And sometimes what happens is people go, oh, I'm going to get out there and exercise. So they get there and they put a tape in the thing and they do a weight workout, and then they can't move the next day because they haven't used those muscles in a really, really long time. So even in a situation like that, like what happened with Dina, is you come to your practitioner and you go, okay, I know I overdid it just a little bit, but I don't want to go frozen. I want to keep moving. I want to break up the calcification. I'm taking my health back. And like Debbie, it is my passion. It's my joy. I love seeing the success that people create for themselves and letting me just be a guide, right? I'll help you get on that path so you can, for the rest of your life, like Lorraine and Debbie, I'm going to be way more than 90 and having my life. I'm going to be like 120. And everybody is going to be looking at me going, how old are you? And I said, oh, I don't gauge my life by age. I gauge my life by energy and joy.
There you go. There you go.
There's no such thing as age. Forget that. That's an old story. So Anyway, thank you for having me on there. I'm in Occidental, California. Anybody in California, neighboring states, if you want to come and see me, you can reach me at 707-322-1979. The clinic is Occidental Health and Healing.
Awesome. Awesome. Magdalena, I know you're sitting back there somewhere waiting.
Hello, Lorraine. How are you?
I am doing great. Yeah. Good to see you.
Nice to see you. You're looking great.
Thanks. Thanks.
I am doing fantastic as well. Amazing and great. And thank you for having me in the show.
Oh, you're so
And
welcome.
my name is Magdalena Arcos, and I am in Toronto. And my number is 416-669-9351. And my website is torontohealthandhealing.com. And I want to mention that Dr. Derol is coming to Toronto in October 20. Same place, Monte Casino Hotel. And I'll see you all there. You can sign up or give me a call. You can go to bhnapp.com.
Awesome. Awesome. And I saw that you've got Dr. Sage Wolf coming in November too.
Yes, it's coming also in November from the 4th to the 10th. So you can sign up as well. You can book your appointments if you wish to take a treatment with him. He's amazing. He's a great teacher, great
Awesome.
doctor.
Awesome.
Yes. So yeah, I was working on a beautiful lady, 60 years old. She was having lower back pain. So I did the Sonic and Wolfram Surgical. And as she knew that we are emotional human beings, so any pain that we have in our body is any emotions that we have. And plus we have 60,000 thoughts per day or maybe more. So we have to observe what we're thinking because we are creators. We can create health or we can create something else. So it is important how we talk to ourselves. So she knows about it, and I work on her back, lower back, and she was fully calcified. You can feel, and we use the Sonic, and you can hear how the Sonic rejuvenation of cells is amazing. It breaks all the calcium deposits, so she could hear how the Sonic was working, and she felt so relieved with the pain. She had a back pain, and then I did Wolfram surgical on her, and you could feel the difference before and after. So she was really, really happy with the treatment.
Yeah, when we're using the Cellsonic, what Magdalena was saying, you can hear the tone of the Cellsonic change. It goes kind of deeper when it's getting to an area that's calcified. It's a different tone. So we know that we need to hold that there just a little bit longer, right?
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
It's amazing how we can heal. And in our first treatment, she was so happy. It was her first treatment. Really. So she was so pleased, and that was amazing. Also, I work at the same time in a gentleman. He was constipated for 10 days. So he had pain in the stomach along in the colon, right? So, and for first time he tried the Cellsonic as well. So I work on the stomach, and I did Cellsonic. I did lots of pulses, and also I mentioned that you have to drink water before and after, lots of water. And I did Wolfram surgical, and then after the treatment, he mentioned he felt so light. So he could feel the difference right away. He felt so happy. He got better. So the next day, that was 2 days ago. So he's feeling better. And I mentioned that you need to drink warm to hot water all morning, like 4 liters. Men supposed to be 5 to 6 liters. And women, I take 4 to 5 liters. Warm to hot water in the morning is great because it cleans you, right?
Yeah,
yes.
We are 60% water from the neck down. and 90% from the neck up. So we want to keep the river flowing, right? Especially if someone's constipated, you want to get them drinking that hot to warm structured water. And actually, if they add one of the hydrogen cell power, yes, and that makes a world of difference also. Yeah, so we've got a lot in our toolbox to be able to offer people, and the majority of it is free. It is our job when we are working with somebody to give them as much information that they can take home and start doing right away. You heard people talk about the clapper, the belly button therapy, doing the squats if they've got the low back problems. You want to be able to open up the hips. Definitely doing the ultimate coffee enemas is going to help to detoxify the body and support the liver. Did you know that nowadays there are children being diagnosed with a fatty liver? Like, that is so unheard of. So we want to be able to support the body on every level. So like I said, it's our job to educate each and every client that we see so that they can go home and do stuff on their own and become their own practitioner. And you can go to the DACA Detox library. Actually, all the library is now on the app. So you can download that BHN app .com on your personal laptop if you want, or on your phone, so that you're going to be able to have that information at your fingertips at any time that you need information. You can go to that app and get the information that you need to be your own practitioner. I worked on a gentleman just this week, and he came in because of he had a varicose vein on his right leg, on his right calf. So I did non-surgical for his right hip, and for his right knee. And of course, we did some cell sonic right on the varicose vein. And I worked non-surgical also. And I called him a couple of days later, and he said, that varicose vein is gone. It's history. So, there's so much that we can be doing. Of course, I told him about clapping and belly button therapy and skin brushing and rebounding. Those things will also help with getting the lymphatic system flowing and the blood flowing better. There's just so much we can be doing, so much. And the body hasn't forgotten how to heal. And it's this thing here that the body can even heal. And that's why we run to the doctor, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Yes, I agree. Lorraine, that's wonderful, because the body can heal, and it can heal at any age. That's the biggest thing that people do believe. I'm 70 years old. I'm 80 years old. And they think that it can't heal anymore. And, we have to let everybody know it can heal at any age. It can reverse. You can reverse any condition. It's inflammation in the body. I've been working with her since she's 78, and she's 81 now. So for 3 years, she was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she had a hip fracture. And 3 years later, she's out riding her bike and thriving every day. I finally, the hip fracture made it hard for her to do the coffee enemas because she couldn't get up and down in the beginning. But, I kind of had to push her a little bit and say, hey, let's just get in the shower, just let's start it. Let's see. And so she tells me she's a pro at it now. And, it just takes that little bit of nudging to get you there, because that's what we need to do. She's never cleansed her liver, and I got to get her to cleanse that liver with the ultimate coffee enema, because that's what's going to, bring her back, help the body heal the liver. The ultimate coffee enema allows that liver to make the glutathione, which detoxes our body. which then we also take the daily cleansing tea, helping that helps clean out the kidneys. It's just all these things together. When the body works and it can filter out the toxicities that we have, every illness is caused from the toxins, the toxicities, the mold, the candida, the fungus. We can go on and on. It's just detoxify. And, Magdalena is right saying, that people should hydrate, because the more you drink, the more you flush out that system. So when we do the Wolf non-surgical, when we use the cell sonic regeneration, we always create and release the toxins. So it's important for the body to flush it out. And it allows that calcium to go back into the bones where it belongs. So yeah, it's wonderful. But by the way, I forgot to mention that I am here in Stuart, Florida, and my clinic is Stuart Health and Healing. And you can check out my website at stuarthealthandhealing.com. And if you have any questions, you can reach me at 305-342-9559. And back to you, Lorraine.
Awesome. And Magdalena, how can people contact you?
Yes, they can call me at 416-669-9351. And also, I wanted to mention that I speak to them, every time I treat somebody, I tell them how important, get the mirror. Mirror work is more important. You see the mirror, you love yourself. Hug yourself and take care of yourself all the time. I can get you the best $1 million device. And once that you're healed, you continue, right? And it's very important you love yourself unconditional. Love yourself and be happy. When you love yourself, you love everybody. There's nothing else you can worry about.
Yeah,
so thank you, Lorraine.
First, have that love for yourself, for sure. And yes. Cheryl, I know you shared your information. Do you want to share it one more time?
Of course I do. So if anybody's anywhere in California, I get people coming from California, Arizona, Nevada, because right now I'm the only master practitioner in the Western United States. So it's like, whew, I need some more people taking classes. But come see, you can call me at 707-322-1979. My clinic is Occidental Health and Healing, and my website is theSameName.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much, ladies. So I'm going to bring up the advertising here. By the way, my clinic is in Calgary, Alberta, and I am hosting Dr. Daryl Wolf for a lecture, Heal Yourself, Heal Your Family, on October the 24th, which is a Thursday evening. And then on Saturday, the 26th, so the following Saturday, a day with the doc. If you are interested in coming to these lectures, space is limited. So either you call me 403-605-9216 and I'll secure a seat for you, or you can go to the app, the bhnapp.com, and sign up that way. Or if you're not on the app, you can go to bhnuniversity.com or braveheartnation.com and look up the lectures. I also have Dr. Sage Wolf coming in November. So he's going to be in Toronto first, and then he's going to come to Calgary, and he is going to be here from November the 18th to the 19th. To the 29th. Let's give him a few days. And so if you want to book an appointment with him, you need to give me a call and I'll get you booked in. The number you need to call again is 403-605-9216. And then also in March, I am hosting Dr. Wolf with the Whole Life Coach, Dr. Sage Wolf with the Wolf Non-Surgical, followed by the Pelvic Restoration and Disease Prevention Masterclass. So that's happening in March of 2025. So a lot of good stuff happening here. So I'm going to bring up the slideshow. Does anybody else want to share anything while I'm grabbing this slideshow?
After you.
Go ahead, Debbie.
Go ahead, Cheryl, go.
No, what I was going to say is because we just went right by it. But the pelvic restoration and dis-ease prevention course is something that every single woman on the planet should take, because most women really are ignorant about how everything works, what's going on down there, how to heal yourselves, and to be supported by other women in an environment, a live environment, is so powerful. It's just nothing like a bunch of women getting together, healing each other.
Well, it's all about vibration, right? When we can raise, when more than one of us is there, we're gonna raise that vibration. When everybody is focused on the same thing, I get goosebumps just thinking about being in the classes and experiencing the togetherness and how the whole group rises. It's amazing. It's amazing. We get the ladies to take, I know this is simple, but we get the ladies to take a selfie on the first day as soon as they get there. Just a shot of their face. And then at the end of day 3, they do the same thing and they look at the difference. You know, we hold so much emotions in our tissues. And when we can let those emotions go, and I know we're talking about the pelvis and I'm telling you about the face, and what does that have to do with that? Absolutely everything. We are connected. We are connected. And our pelvic area for men and women, this is our powerhouse for healing. So why wouldn't you want to do the pelvic restoration and disease prevention masterclass for women? We don't have one for men yet, but maybe there'll be some changes happening soon. I'm not sure, but maybe in this lifetime. Yeah. We just need more men stepping up. All right. So we have the Zihuatanejo, Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo, Mexico, 5-star healing and training center where you can come stay, come play, come heal, come train, and come thrive. You know, that's what we want for absolutely everybody. We want you to thrive. Yes, you know, we all have our stories. Now, if we can let those stories go and allow that spark of life to shine and keep doing things that raise our vibration. I mean, when you go to Zihuatanejo, Ixtapa Zihuatanejo 5-star healing and training center, it is all about you. We will create that experience for you, whatever you want, whether it's a juice fast or water, an advanced water fast, or maybe you just want to experience how it is to live that perfect day protocol. We're going to do that for you. Or maybe you're coming down for some healing and want to, be in a place that is away from where the dis-ease started. You're going to have a better chance at healing the body, and again, we work at it from all 4 pillars: the diet, the nutraceuticals, the exercises, and most importantly, that Braveheart emotional work. And I've seen it time and time again. When people anchor solid on those 4 things, they get the results that they're looking for. There we go. Your questions matter. So send your questions if you're watching on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. Or if you want, you can text your questions into 1-469-861-8884, and that is a US number, or on WhatsApp, and you will get direct contact with Dr. Daryl Wolf. For the cell sonic rejuvenation, if you're interested in purchasing it, you'll be able to be a guest on the Bhn Powerpach Health and Healing Show, like today, because as soon as you've got one, you've got that opportunity. We want to be able to support you in every which way that we can. So jumping on a platform like this, being able to talk about the experiences that you have seen using the cell sonic rejuvenation. And when you purchase the Salesonic Rejuvenation, you get the New World Practitioner certification. So that is both the Whole Life Coach certification, the 9 days, and the Wolf Non-Surgical certification 12-day course. You also are given a VIP wholesale program where you can buy your products for wholesale, and you get an affiliate link. So you'll be able to send people that you're treating to your affiliate link so that you make some money off the products that they are purchasing. You also get to join in on the weekly practitioner Zoom trainings with Dr. Daryl Wolf. And, these trainings are beyond Thunderdome. Like the information Dr. Daryl Wolf shares with us is so valuable. I can't even put words to it, because when you're first starting, we may not see as much as what we need to see when we're working with somebody. And the more you get on this platform with them and be the one putting your hand up and asking the questions, you don't have to worry about looking foolish or wasting somebody's time. No, that's what this weekly practitioner Zoom training is all about. We want to help you get to the position where you can be that practitioner for your clients. If you purchase the Cardio Med Bed, you get the 2-year warranty. And what we're doing is we're purchasing refurbished Cardio Med Beds. The hospital's price was $250,000, and our price with that 2-year warranty is $35,000. That's an amazing price. And the Cardio Med Bed is all about circulation. This is, when you've got perfect circulation, guess what? You've got perfect health. So right from it's an amazing thing for anybody who's got any heart problems. You want to be able to, get the blood flowing. And when the blood is flowing, it's going to clean the arteries, and it's going to actually help rebuild the cells of the heart and the veins and arteries. So in a very short period of time, you've got a whole new system as far as your blood flow goes. And you know that if it's working on the blood flow, it's also working on the lymphatic system. Generally, when you go and use the Cardio Med Bed and you've got a condition, you probably want to do that 35 sessions. So that's usually about 5 1-hour sessions a week. And then you get a couple of days off, 5 sessions, and you do that 5 times. And then generally, what I've heard is people might come back for a bit of a tune-up in about a year or so. Cheryl, do you have any other words on that? Oh, she might be muted. That's okay. Yep, we can't hear you.
I can hear myself now.
There, I hear you.
So the Cardio Med Bed is an amazing addition to my clinic because I have both. And it talks about circulation. So what you're trying to do is get back complete and total circulation, because the more oxygen you have going into your blood, the easier it gets for every single cell in your body to be the very best it can be. So if you've had an injury where you're not able to get up and really get a lot of cardiovascular, you want to get on that Cardio Med Bed. You want to keep that heart going because it's pumping blood. It's measuring the amount of blood that returns from the heart, right? So it's pumping right from your feet all the way up and then putting it back into your system. Everybody that gets on the Cardio Med Bed feels it. They all do. They get up and go, wow. And you're just laying there while it does basically 4 hours of exercise your body, the benefits to your body in 1 hour. So it's absolutely phenomenal. If you're even considering getting it for your clinic, don't hesitate. It's amazing.
Thanks, Cheryl. So the Cardio Med Bed, when you purchase it, you get that free New World Practitioner certification. So that is both the Whole Life Coach certification, 9 days, and the Wolf Non-Surgical certification. That's 12 days. And you also get that VIP wholesale program where you can go and purchase your products at a wholesale price, that affiliate link, so that you can send your clients to your affiliate link and make a little bit of money also. And those weekly practitioner Zoom trainings, again, with Dr. Wolf, these are invaluable, invaluable. There's so much information being shared there. You have access referral network with the practitioner worldwide map. And I already mentioned the DACA Detox wholesale account, and exclusive interview on BHN TV. And of course, you would want to come to the Powerpach Show every second week. So the Powerpach Healing, so when you purchase both the Cardio Med Bed and the Cellsonic Rejuvenation, you get 2 New World Practitioner certifications. So now 2 people, or you can go twice, because all of us, to be a master practitioner, you have to go through the training 3 times. Once you get kind of you get your toe in there, and you get to look deep within yourself with the Whole Life Coach. But when you take it a second and a third time, it's like, the light is shining in you so bright by the time you've got that third class in there. So when you buy the Powerpach, so the Cardio Med Bed and the Cellsonic Rejuvenation, you get 2 New World Practitioners certifications. And then you also get your wholesale VIP program, that affiliate program, the weekly practitioner Zoom meetings, exclusive interview on BHN TV, and you can join this platform so that you can talk about what you're doing and advertise, let people know where you are, and you will be listed on that practitioner worldwide map. So together we can raise up. We can go from practitioner to doctor. So there is a doctorate that's available once you complete a certain amount of things, and you have to do a thesis and have so many practical hours. So Powerpach clinics worldwide. We want to be we will be interviewing and featuring them on the powerpach.com. And again, the Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo, Mexico, 5-star healing and training center. So again, we will build whatever kind of retreat, healing, training, whatever it is that you want. If you've got a few people, maybe it's your family want to come down and get trained, or maybe it's a clinic and your coworkers, you all want to come down, that's what it's there for. So send your questions and watch Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, or you can text your questions to 1-469-861-8884 and talk to Dr. Daryl Wolf directly. And we also have the BHN TV guide, the pelvic restoration with myself and Cheryl. We are every Monday at 5, and the advanced practitioner Q&A is every Monday at 7. These times are Eastern Standard. The Doc Talk Live Q&A, Tuesdays at 1 p.m. with Dr. Daryl Wolf. The Bhn Powerpach Show every Tuesday at 5 p.m. So that's us today. Seeds of Abundance with Jim Gale, Wednesday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern. The Perfect Day Lifestyle Q&A with myself and Sandra May, Wednesdays usually. I know we did one yesterday because Wednesday, Dr. Wolf is doing the Advanced Water Fast. Part 1 tomorrow and part 2 on Thursday, both of those things starting at 1. The Cardio Med Bed for Perfect Circulation is every second Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then the Dina and Debbie Show, Debbie is right here every second Thursday at 3 p.m. And the Doc of Detox 5-Star Healing and Training Retreat every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern with Dr. Daryl Wolf. And there you go. Just talked about it. The Advanced Water Fast preparation sale is on right now. So it just started yesterday, Monday. I'm not even sure what day it is today. It's Tuesday. There we go. So it started Monday, and I know that Sandra May and I will be coming on live at 1 p.m. Eastern on Friday to answer any questions, and we're going to carry on Monday to Fridays until the water fast is done and we are doing the celebration. So we are going to be on answering your questions. We've had a lot of people say it would be so great if we had some live help. So that's what we're doing. We're going to show up at 1 p.m. on the days that Dr. Wolf isn't doing something as far as the water fast goes. Okay. Unleash your truth and win a gift that keeps giving. And what we're talking about here is the scholarships. So we just closed the scholarship for the course starting in Ixtapa, Mexico on the 9th. And we should have the winners picked by the end of this week. And so keep your ears open. You should, if you applied for that, you should be contacted by the end of the week. It's not Dr. Wolf that is picking these people. We have a team of unbiased people that are going to be doing that. Not that Dr. Wolf is biased, but it's somebody other than him, a group of people who are going to be doing that. So we are offering scholarships at every time that Dr. Wolf comes and does training. So there'll be 5 whole life coach certifications given away, 5 Wolf non-surgical certifications given away, and 5 women's pelvic restoration and disease prevention masterclass. You know, we want to be able to plant the seeds of wellness and abundance. That's what we're doing. We are giving people, like it said, a gift that keeps giving. When you can become your own practitioner, when you can, grab on and hang on to your power as far as your healing goes, you change your world. You change your family's world, because generally you take the course, they see what's happening, and they're going to tap your shoulder and say, hey, what the heck have you been doing? You look amazing. Right. So more information and to apply for these scholarships, you go to bhnapp.com. Braveheart Nation Healing and Training Retreats Worldwide. So Dr. Sage Wolf will come to you. And I'm sure there'll be a number here, a 5-star healing and training. You can come to us, or Dr. Sage Wolf will go to you. It's the ultimate healing experience, most powerful treatment experience, life-changing treatments and training experience. The whole, the Wolf non-surgical certification It's all tied up there. You know, you can decide what it is that you want someone to come and do, or what it is that you want to do at the 5-star Healing and Training Center in Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo. And just know that Cheryl and I, too, are both interested in coming out to you. If you're a woman and you've got a few ladies that want to take the pelvic restoration and disease prevention masterclass, you can get a hold of Dr. Wolf and we can make that happen for you. So to get in touch with Dr. Daryl Wolf, you can call the 855 number, which is 1-855-900-4544, extension 5. Or you can use his U.S. direct line or WhatsApp at 1-469-861-9454. So the course in Ixtapa starts on October the 9th. And then we have some courses in 2025. The first one in January, Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo, Mexico. March is Calgary, Alberta. And then the next one is Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo. And then we're back in Debbie's stomping grounds there, Stuart, Florida. And then back in Ixtapa, Mexico. And for more information on that, you can go and check out the bhnapp.com or braveheartnation.com if you're interested in going to any of those courses. And these courses, we are still have our prices down. For the whole life coach, 9 days, it's $3,900. For the Wolf non-surgical, it's $4,900. For the New World Practitioner certification, so that's both the whole life coach and the Wolf non-surgical, $8,000. And the pelvic restoration and disease prevention masterclass for women is $1,197. Our prices have come down about 30 to 40% because we want to be able to get this information to the masses. You know, while everything else is raising their prices, ours is coming down. So get your deposit down if you want to take a course and start making a plan to join us and change your life. It is the best thing that I ever did in my life. So again, the lectures in Canada, the first one is October the 20th in Toronto with Magdalena. And then the next one on Wednesday, October the 23rd in Kelowna. And then after that, he's going to be October the 24th here in Calgary and the 26th in Calgary. So we've got some great stuff happening here in Canada. And then both Magdalena and I have Dr. Sage Wolf coming to do Wolf non-surgical. Magdalena, what date is he going to be there again?
Oh, November. November 4th to 14th. November
4th to 14th. And then from the 18th to the 29th, he's going to be in Calgary. So if you want to book an appointment for Toronto, you need to get in touch with Magdalena. What's your number, Magdalena?
416-669-9351.
And for me, you can call 403-605-9216. So you can book that appointment to come and have Dr. Sage Wolf work non-surgical on you. And just know that the app is up and running. We did our celebration kickoff on the 15th, which was Mexicans' Independence Day. So it's up, it's running. We want you to jump on board so that you, again, can become your own practitioner. You can reclaim your life and start moving in that healthier direction. And really, when you want to take that massive personal action, I mean, it sounds like a lot, and yes, it is a lot, but 1% a day. Everybody can change 1%. And then the next day, 1%, and the next day, 1%. Well, in 100 days, you've got it and you're doing it and you're seeing the changes, you're feeling the changes, your vibration has rose up immensely in 100 days. So you get to decide what you're going to do. And also you can still download that perfect day guide, which is, 40 some years of Dr. Wolf's alternative methods. And so it's like a Bible for health. This should be in everybody's home, because you can look up, if somebody's got an earache, you can look up what you could be doing at home to help that person, instead of running to the doctor and get medicated. How do we see that a medication going in this way is going to go through the digestion and somehow help this? Like, by the time it gets over here, there's a lot that's been degraded, because that the medication is going to kill off both good and bad bacteria. So our children's health is going down when they're on medication. So this is a way for you to be able to handle things on your own. Yes, if there's real emergencies, when there's accidents and stuff like that, but for day-to-day things, this is what you need to do, is download that PDG free. You can either download it straight from the app, or you can go to pdgfree.com, or you can purchase it. And I know I like to have the physical book so that I can flip through and put little tags and highlight and all that good stuff. There is only one permanent health care, and it is self-care. When you can really honor yourself and protect and respect and come back to that self-love, the only permanent love is self-love. So we can't give what we don't have for ourselves first. We've been ruled, schooled, and fooled, especially us women, to be the person to make sure everybody is taken care of. And then by the end of the day, there's no time for us. Well, come back to these beautiful bodies, ladies and gentlemen. Start taking care of yourself, because the only permanent health care is self-care, and the only permanent love is self-love. And first, you need to fly, to raise to your full potential. Flying is first. Love yourself. Again, you cannot give what you do not have. And Braveheart Nation, together we are stronger. So the more people that jump onto Braveheart Nation, the stronger that we get. And the more this community rises together. And your questions matter, and you can contact Dr. Darrell Wolf either on his US direct line or WhatsApp at 1-469-861-8884, or toll free at 1-855-900-4544, extension 5. All other questions, you can be using that 855 number, extension 0, and you will get maybe Sandra May or Andreas or one of our team that are answering the phone at that time. The bhnuniversity.com, or the app now, the bhnapp.com, where you'll find the certifications and training, that pdgfree.com, or Healthy to 100, books that you should have in your home. The Doc of Detox 5star.com, where you find more information about the Doc of Detox 5-star retreat in Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo. And you know what? If I could get one of you ladies to recite this would be good.
Okay, I can do that for you, Lorraine. Ready? I am love. I am healed. I am Braveheart. Today, and every day, from the moment I rise until I gently close my eyes. I will always trust, honor, respect, protect, forgive, and totally love myself first and foremost before anyone else or anything else. So help me God, because I am, I can, I am loved, I am healed, I am Braveheart. Thanks, Lorraine.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. We got this.
Look at this.